ladies and gentlemen on Facebook. My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller because I'm the natural, also the good boy gone bad, living the life, bad, and dangerous life off the wall. And if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So, welcome everyone to the WWE Royal Rumble 2018 review. For this pay-per-view review, the show from January 28th, 2018. I'm about to basically discuss the whole Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Also, what comes to the pre-show too. I didn't watch the entire pre-show. I only tuned in for pre-show just to watch the matches. But hold on a second, let me just do something here. All right, hopefully that's good enough lighting. So yeah, I'm about to discuss the Royal Rumble match itself, and also what comes to the pre-show and to the championship matches too. So let's get to it. Let me first just take everything here. All right, I'm all good. So here we go. Let me first get the business out of the way first. When it comes to the WWE Royal Rumble 2018 from January 28th, 2018, with the with the attendance of 17,629 WWE fans in attendance at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It will feature the brand of Raw and SmackDown. It was sponsored by KFC and Rocket League. The official theme song was King is Born by Aloe Black and Power by Little Mix featuring Stormy's. I think that's how you pronounce that artist name, but whatever. So let's get to the pre-show. The pre-show will feature the Lucha Spirits, which is Kalisto, Gran Metalik, and Lindsay Dorado versus TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak in a six-man tag team match that will feature basically the guys from 205 Live, the Cruiserweights. It lasted 13 minutes and 20 seconds with the Lucha Spirits going over. Kalisto pins TJP for the win, and there you go. After the match, TJP was losing his mind to Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher like it's their fault, and there you go. That was it. Next we get to a tag team match that was from Raw. It was the Revival, Dash and Wilder versus the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a tag team match in 9 minutes and 10 seconds with the Revival going over the Good Brothers. And let me just say this: the six-man tag team match with the 205 Live Stars, pretty good match. Then we get to a tag team match. I thought that was a solid match. Then we get to Bobby Roode, where he's defending his WWE United States Championship in his United States Open Challenge Championship match. And who answered the challenge? Mojo Rawley, and the crowd's booed. So the match happens. It was another solid match with Bobby Roode as win the match, but Mojo Rawley, by the way, he botched the finish of the match because Bobby Roode was trying to go for an impactful glorious DDT, by going off the second rope, a tornado like type of DDT. But then Mojo Rawley botched the impact of the spot. So, but the match lasted 7 minutes and 45 seconds with Bobby Roode going over and still the WWE United States Champion. And there you go. Now let's get to the main card. The main card will feature the 6 matches that's on the card, and 4 matches were championship matches. 2 matches were, every person is for themselves when it comes to who wants to go to WrestleMania for the championship. When it comes to win the Royal match itself. When it comes to the men's and to the women's. It will feature 2 SmackDown matches, and it will also feature 2 Raw matches, while the other 2 matches will feature the stars from Raw, SmackDown, and also free agents. Also, you can also add in NXT surprises. I'll get to that later. So the show opened up with the WWE Championship match. Yes, that's right, folks. Not the Women's Royal Rumble. Not even the 2 out 3 Falls WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. No, the show opened up with the WWE Championship match, which is it was a handicap match. Basically, yeah. So the handicap match for the WWE Championship that lasted 15 minutes and 55 seconds. WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. A SmackDown match that opened up the match. I mean the show, and I see myself, why? I I I didn't understand that, and also I didn't understand the setup of the match, the card of the match, the way they lined it up on the show. But we'll get to that. But maybe on also commentators, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Booker T when it comes to the Raw commentators. Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves when it comes to the SmackDown commentators. Also want to mention, by the way, Vic Joseph was part of the 205 Live commentary from the pre-show with Byron Saxton and Corey Graves. And I'll get to more of the commentators later when we get to the to the Rumble match itself. Let's get to the WWE Championship match. First off, we get to um, the WWE Championship match. Obviously, that opened up the show, which I still understand why the WWE Championship match has opened up the show. You know, but let's get to the highlights of that match. So Owens and Zayn was kept they kept tagging in and out, trying to play into the mind games of AJ Styles, I meant to say. So sure enough, they also they start they get all serious and they start working the match, and I'm like, okay, about time, because I was a little irritated with that one, but at the same time I get why they're doing that, because they're being heels, and yeah, heels do what they do to get you under your skin. So match itself was pretty good, by the way. Um, Back and forth action. AJ Styles basically was being was looking vulnerable, but at the same time also got some momentum and because he's a WWE champion, he's got to make himself look strong, um, which he's um, which is hard to do when it comes to the handicap situation with AJ Styles. But so yeah, AJ Styles at one point went for his, trying to remember what he went for. To happen before or after that move. But it's basically, we had Kevin Owens trying to go for the cannonball attempt, but misses and hits a turnbuckle and favoring the knee injury. But probably that's not his real knee. That's not his real knee injury, by the way. I mean, that's not his real injury. His real injury is not from his knee. His real injury is from his back, which he's working through. Styles goes for the snap hurricanrana to Zayn to the top turnbuckle. Owens eats the Pele kick by AJ Styles. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, like I said, they kept dominating the match on AJ Styles because it's a handicap situation. AJ Styles could easily get distracted because of that. Um, AJ Styles go for his combo strikes, which he calls the Phenomenal Bliss. AJ Styles goes for the um, what was it called again? Oh yeah, the Styling Clash. The clashing DDT. I meant to say. The clashing DDT basically is him doing a springboard from the ropes, and then goes for the Scorpion Death Drop onto a. But he did the Sami Zayn, by the way. I should have pointed that out. But yeah, but it was nice, and I like saying myself, awesome. He brought that move back. I haven't seen him use that move since I can't remember. Um, Kevin Owens, he took a shot at AJ Styles with a super kick. Sami Zayn goes for the Blue Thunder Bomb. AJ Styles kicks out. Sami Zayn tried to go for a tag to Kevin Owens, but referee Mike Kilda, by the way, was the referee of the match. Also, and Mike Kilda, I don't know what happened with Mike Kilda. He had someone in his eyes, not that. I don't know. It was weird the way it happened. But Sami Zayn was going to attack Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they missed. So Mike Kilda, because he didn't see what happened there, he allowed Kevin Owens to come into the match, because the rule is, keep in mind, the rule is, the referee If they see the tag, then you're automatically in. But if the referee don't see the tag, then the referee's got to tell you, no, you gotta go back. I didn't see a tag. That's what happened there. That's exactly what happened there. Except for the fact that Michaela allowed Kevin Owens to be in the match, even though he didn't see the tag made, but he claims that he did see a tag because something was something was in his eyes, not that in Michaela and all that. So Sami Zayn was still legal. So Kevin Owens went into the ring, and Sami Zayn was out of the match by the way by AJ Styles. So Kevin Owens goes for a pop powerbomb, but AJ Styles countered into a roll up, which was a nice roll up by the way. Referee goes for the count and gets a 3 count in the win. So your winner, still the WWE champion, which by the way the match lasted. I think I mentioned the match, how long it lasted. Yeah, I did mention it actually. It was 15 minutes and 55 seconds. So yeah, AJ Styles retains the WWE Championship, which I knew he was going to retain, but based on this finish, folks, that means we're going to get a rematch between Styles versus Owens and Zayn. So Owens and Zayn were arguing with Michaela about you screwed us, and everything, and then they showed a replay of it, and like saying myself, okay, so they showed a replay of it, so why can't they just restart the match? The referee, why can't he restart the match? Why can't Shane McMahon or at least Daniel Bryan come out there and restart the match? Well, I'm not going to ask Shane McMahon in that name, but speaking of Shane McMahon, let's get to him right now. So Owens and Zayn are arguing with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were arguing with Shane McMahon. But did you see what happened? Did you see what happened there? Are you going to do something about that? So Shane McMahon responds by saying, you said, basically saying that, so you want to know if I seen that? And then Owens and Zayn was like, yeah, did you see that? And then Shane McMahon said, yep. The yep movement. So yeah, there you go. So there you go. That means they're going to set up another match between Owens and Zayn versus Styles for the WWE Championship. And this time, how it's going to play out, I don't know. We got to wait and see until SmackDown, to the rest if it comes to its fruitions. All right, folks, let's get to the next match. About the match itself, the WWE Championship match. It was bullshit that they opened up the show with the WWE Championship match, but still a good match, though. This was an incredible match. Next, we get to the 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It lasted 13 minutes and 55 seconds. You had the Usos, which is Jimmy and Jay, who are the reigning defending WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions, versus the challengers, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Alright, folks, here we go. So the first fall went to the Usos in a very good match against Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. And then the second fall goes to, once again, the Usos. You're like, wait a minute, what? So, match itself, by the way, match itself was pretty decent. It was solid. But like I say myself, and by the way, the first fall was a long match, by the way. I'm assuming it was about a good 10 minutes, and then the next 3 minutes, it was over, with the Usos going over. It basically was like an upset type of finish when it came to Jay Uso go for a roll up on Shelton Benjamin, and Chad Gable tried to break it up, but he was too late. So yeah, the Usos retained the titles, which I'm shocked by the way. I thought they were gonna lose the tag belts here, but apparently I was wrong. But I wasn't mad at that though. I wasn't mad at that. I was shocked though, but I was flabbergasted that it happened. All right, folks. Now it's time for the 30-man Royal Rumble match. It will feature the wrestlers from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and free agents. So the winner of this 30-man Royal Rumble match will go for a championship title match of their choosing at WrestleMania 34. The match lasted 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 35 seconds. Highlights of the match. Let's first talk about the entrance of the Rumble, and also when it comes to the commentators for this Royal Rumble match. For the men's, you had Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, and guest commentator Jerry the King Lawler. He was in his Jerry the King Lawler ring attire outfit. Basically, look at old school King back in the 90s. With his crown and all that, and his jacket. And then you had Greg Hamilton, who was the ring announcer for the Royal Rumble match for the men. In fact, let me double check if it was him. Yep, Greg Hamilton. And he was also a SmackDown commentator for SmackDown as well. Um, all right, let's get to the Rumble match. Number one was Rusev, and he's being introduced by Aiden English when it comes to Rusev Day. Number two, not 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 just Finn Balor, but just regular Finn Balor, which I'm disappointed. I wanted to see the Demon Finn Balor in this Rumble, but we didn't get that, unfortunately. But nevertheless, we got Finn Balor, the leader of Balor Club. So we get Balor, who catches Rusev with a dropkick early as time expires. Then we get to number three, and it's Rhino. Rhino goes for the ability suplex to Rusev and Balor. He get loud ECW chance. Rusev goes for a spinning heel kick, catching Rhino as time starts expiring. We get Baron Corbin as number four. Baron Corbin comes in. He goes to pull. He basically pulls Balor out under the ropes, tosses him into the barricade. Corbin goes to pull out Rusev and throws him into the barricade. Yeah, pulls him out of the bottom rope and gives him the end of days, meant to say. Then he goes for his backbreaker to Balor. The officials then come send Baron Corbin back. Basically, Baron Corbin was at this point was had to be disqualified at this point. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm sorry. That's I apologize. I remember now. Baron Corbin was not disqualified. I got it wrong. My apologies. So as the timer starts to expire, number five ends up being Heath Slater. This has Corbin lay who who levels Heath Slater with a clothesline on top of the ramp. Corey Graves then talks about the path of destruction of Baron Corbin as he leaves as he leaves the ringside and all that. Time expires. We get to number six. Elias comes out. Elias comes out. He kicks Heath Slater from the ramp, and then he says that on the countdown clock will not begin until he allowed to play the song first to the Philly crowd, and the time expire, and we get number seven, and end up being NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas, former who was known as, or should I say, formerly known as La Sabra, who was formerly known as the leader of the Los Ingobernables, which by the way is a faction from Mexico City, Mexico. From Lucha Libre. So Elias catches Almas into the rope, who catches him catches himself in them. Um, Almas goes for the back elbow, clutches Elias. Almas running knees to the corner. Elias basically onto Elias. Basically is the running basement Miranora. Elias levels Almas with a big running clothesline, and then also we get time expiring. We get number eight, and it ends up being Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt comes out, and he circus will start throwing at ringside. Bray Wyatt also launches him into the barricade. Basically, he said was having an off night. I mean, a rough night basically. It was not his night in the Rumble. Wyatt then goes for the Unagi Slam onto Elias in the ring. He goes, Balor goes to attack Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt levels Balor with a hook clothesline. Bray Wyatt goes for the uppercut to Almas in the corner. Then also we get loud Rusev Day chants. And then Rusev is firing up on the ring apron. Bray Wyatt takes some shots at him. Time expires. We get to number nine, and number nine ends up being Biggie. Bitch. So he comes down near at ringside where Heath Slater is at, and he helps Heath Slater up on his feet, and then he puts pancakes into his mouth. Heath Slater then collapses, and then also Biggie eats a big boot from Bray Wyatt. Biggie then goes for a ability to play onto Bray Wyatt. Rusev levels Biggie with the kick to the back, the kick to the head, I meant to say, with a little help from Elias. Elias kicks Balor to the corner. Time expires. We get to number 10. Number 10 ends up being Ty Dillinger. So Ty Dillinger comes out as number 10. High Rock, by the way. Ty Dillinger comes out at number 10. But then, all of a sudden, when Ty Dillinger came out, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens comes out to attack Ty Dillinger, to take Ty Dillinger's spot. So Sami Zayn decides to go into the Rumble. Tells Owens that he's got this. So Sami Zayn ends up being entering the Rumble instead of Ty Dillinger. So time expires. We get to number 11, and we get to Sheamus, who ends up being number 11. And as soon as Sheamus got into the Rumble, he started into the ring, and then he started catching, clotheslines Sheamus out of the ring, basically over the top rope, and Sheamus was eliminated. I'm like, what? Really? Sheamus getting eliminated by Heath Slater, someone that WWE haven't been done anything with for years? Are you fucking kidding me? And I was saying to myself, Sheamus better win the Raw Tag Team titles with Cesaro later on then, because this was bullshit. I mean, I didn't want Sheamus to win though. At the end of the day, I want Shinsuke Nakamura to win, but still, that was bullshit what happened with Sheamus. So the crowd in Philadelphia can't believe what happened there. And also Bray Wyatt goes for Sister Abigail as Heath Slater, and he grabs Heath Slater and toss him out of the ring. So yeah, so much Heath Slater last in the Rumble, right? Even though he wasn't really in the Rumble that much. It's unbelievable. We get a loud Rusev chants and the time expires. Because number 12 ends up being another bitch, Xavier Woods. So Big E, Xavier Woods works on Sami Zayn in the corner. Xavier Woods goes to splash Elias with help from Big E. Woods and Big E tried to eliminate Elias from over the top, but Elias was hanging on. Time expires because number 13, and number 13 ends up being Apollo Crews. So Balor chops Almas in the corner. Balor then goes for stomps to Bray Wyatt. Time expires. Number 14, Shinsuke Nakamura. So Shinsuke Nakamura comes out as number 14, and this was Nakamura's first ever Royal Rumble match. He's ever competed in. But he goes he rumbled with his knees to kick and some kicks to Bray Wyatt. Nakamura then goes for a kick to the head to Apollo Crews. He drops the knee over Elias. Nakamura was working in the match, by the way. Nakamura with some more knees to Elias in the corner. Nakamura props Zayn on the top rope. Then goes for the really big knee to Sami Zayn to eliminate Sami Zayn from the Rumble. And then time expires. We get number 15, and also being Cesaro. Cesaro comes out. He throws some big uppercuts. Apollo Crews hangs on the Apollo Crews hangs on and he was tossed over. And we get another Rusev Day chant, which will start by Rusev. After Rusev throws some shots to Cesaro, time expires. We get number 16, and it's being another bitch from the New Day, Kofi Kingston. So yeah, we got 3 mega faggot bitches once again in the Rumble. New Day, or should I say, Fruit Day, Gay Day. So anyways, yeah. So, I was saying I got go back up. I went ahead of here. All right. So all 3 all 3 make up faggot bitches New Day members are in the Rumble now. Crews nearly eliminates Cesaro. Cesaro tosses Apollo Crews over. Apollo Crews hanging on, and then Apollo Crews Cesaro throws uppercut to Crews, and Crews flies out, and Apollo Crews eliminated. Time expires because number 17 and ends up being Jinder Mahal. So he comes out. He goes for a huge suplex and a knee drop to Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods drops a dropkick to Mahal, but and Mahal goes over, but he holds on, and then all of a sudden Mahal tosses Xavier Woods over the top rope, and Xavier Woods was eliminated from the Rumble. Then we get Mahal and Big E who brawl on the apron. Mahal kicks Big E off the apron, and Big E is eliminated from the Rumble. Time expires. All of a sudden we get to number 18, and it ends up being Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins gets in the ring. He tosses a swing blade onto Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Cesaro charges as at Rollins. Rollins falls to his back and literally kicks Cesaro by sending Cesaro over the top, and Cesaro is being eliminated from the Rumble. Mahal tosses Kofi Kingston over the top rope. Kofi has only one foot touching the floor, but his right foot was on top of Xavier Woods. Basically, they did another Kofi Kingston highlight moment here for the Rumble, where he could find ways to not be eliminated from the Rumble. So then all of a sudden, Big E all of a sudden puts the pancakes on the floor. A plate of pancakes for Kofi Kingston to put one foot on the pancakes. To make sure he doesn't get eliminated from the Rumble. And I say to myself, this is fucking bullshit. This is fucking stupid. So then Kofi Kingston also start bouncing on one foot, and I say to myself, no, he's out. He's fucking out. I don't give a fuck. If 2 feet, I don't give a fuck at this point. He's fucking gone. This is fucking stupid. And then Mahal tried to block Kofi Kingston, except Woods and Big E lift Kofi Kingston back into the ring. Basically, like Kofi Kingston is jumping on a trampoline and get back in the ring. And I thought to myself, okay, that was cool. I'll give Kofi Kingston that prop. I'll basically give New Day that route there. That was pretty cool. I'll admit that. I'll admit something that was cool about New Day, but the rest of it was fucking trash. But that last part there that Big E and Xavier Woods did for Kofi Kingston, put him back in the ring, that was pretty cool. I thought it was clever. But yeah, Kofi Kingston bounces back into the Rumble, and Mahal tries to eliminate was trying to block it basically, but Woods and Big E lift Kofi back in the top on the top rope. Mahal is back in the ring. Kofi then goes for the kick to the head of Mahal, and Mahal goes flying out over the top, and he gets eliminated from the Rumble. Then we get to Almas. He plants Kofi and then also tosses Kofi, and Kofi Kingston ends up being eliminated. So yeah, Kofi Kingston it was in the Rumble. He was safe in the Rumble, but at the end of the day, he never wins it. At the end of the day. But yeah, fuck the New Day. Fuck those three mega faggot bitches. Time expires. Number 19 comes out, and ends up being bootleg Matt Hardy. So Rusev is tossed out by Matt and Wyatt, by the way. Basically, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are working together here. So yeah, Rusev is gone, by the way. And I'm like, well, so much for Rusev Day. Matt Hardy plants Almas on with help with a little help from Wyatt. Then Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt goes at each other, and they both end up going over the top rope, and they both land on the floor at the same time. So both of them got eliminated from the Rumble. So there you go. Time expires. Because number 20 is Fuckboy Buckethead, the shit factor of professional wrestling, the phony wrestler, John Cena. So he comes out, he gets in the ring, he gets immediately attacked by everyone in the Rumble, but then he also goes for an AA on Elias over the top, and Elias is eliminated from the Rumble. So yeah, one guy buried by Cena once again, Elias. And then Cena goes after Nakamura, and then time expires. Number 21 comes out, and number 21 ends up being the Hurricane. He returns to the Rumble. He's in a full Hurricane outfit. So Hurricane goes after Cena, and goes for a choke slam, but Cena counters into the AA to eliminate the Hurricane. And I see myself, well, another guy got buried. What a fucking waste that was. By the way, Hurricane got a nice pop there. He got a nice ovation. Something that John Cena will never get, because the Hurricane character is actually a popular character. Unlike John Cena is not a popular character. John Cena sucks. He's not over. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. John Cena is not fucking over. Okay, number 22 comes in and is aiding English. And English comes in, he goes after Finn Balor as Nakamura walks up to try to toss him over. Then we get to number 23, and number 23 ends up being Adam Cole, baby! Yeah, Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby! From NXT. So Adam Cole comes out. He goes, yeah, by the way, he's all taped up from his ribs because of the match he had with Aleister Black from TakeOver Philadelphia, the Extreme Rules match. He goes after in English, but he falls, the English fights back, and English gets tossed out by Finn Balor. So in English ends up being eliminated from the Rumble because he was too busy distracting himself by singing "It's Rusev Day." Number 24 ends up being Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes out. He goes for some series of power slams, or should I say scoop slams. Orton misses an RKO on Cena, but eats the knee from Almas. Almas goes for a springboard, then gets an RKO for his trouble, tosses Almas out of the ring, and yeah, Andrade Almas eliminated from the Rumble. Number 25 ends up being Titus O'Neil. He comes out. Titus O'Neil goes after Cena and tries to toss him over the top, but then Adam Cole and Seth Rollins are double teaming Nakamura, and I say to myself, damn it, they're going to Nakamura here. They're trying to eliminate him. Know that. Time expires. We get to number 26. We get the WWE Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, being accompanied by Miz Taraj, which is Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. By the way, nice suits that Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas were wearing. I love the suits. By the way, it was awesome. No point intended there, but because of the Miz being awesome. So the Miz plants Cena with a big DDT, which by the way, Cena botched that spot. It just shows you how trash John Cena is. He botched the spot to where the Miz trying to go for a big DDT. Fuck John Cena, fucking garbage. But after that, he goes after Rollins and Balor, which they're on the way in it. Miz with the yes kicks to Rollins and Cena, repeatedly. Skull Crusher finale to Cena, which by the way Cena took like shit. Rollins catches Miz with a big super kick. Miz gets hanging on because Rollins tried to toss him out of the ring. Time expires now. Number 27, Rey Mysterio Jr. When he came out, I'm like, what? And the crowds were going huge. They had a big ovation. And I said to myself, thank you, WWE. Thank you for doing what you did to Rey Mysterio, to Rey Mysterio here. Because back in 2014, Rey Mysterio Jr. was number 30, where people thought it was going to be Daniel Bryan. And WWE decided to put Rey Mysterio Jr. out there, where Rey Mysterio Jr. was going to be shitted on from the fans, and basically being shit on by the WWE. So this is WWE's way of repaying Rey Mysterio Jr. for what they did to him in 2014. This is WWE's way to bury hatchet for Mysterio Jr. for him to come back, and to get a nice ovation from the fans, and the WWE fans treated him right this time. Except for this one fan, I'll get to that part later when I get to it. But Rey Mysterio Jr., awesome return. I wish he's not really back, folks. I hope he's not really back. I just hope not. I just hope this is just a one-time thing for Rey Mysterio Jr. But other than that, Rey Mysterio Jr. he looked good. I love his ring attire, by the way. He's wearing long wrestling tights, no pants. Long wrestling tights. Nice boots. Again, nice designs of his outfit, including his mask. He's always got some badass looking mask because he's Rey Mysterio Jr. So he comes out, and Mysterio goes for basically, like I said, Mysterio got a huge reception. Mysterio tosses Adam Cole out of the ring. Basically, Adam Cole got eliminated from the Rumble. Mysterio goes for the 619 onto The Miz, and when Mysterio went for the 619 to The Miz, I see a fan in the crowd, in the front row seat, doing this to Rey Mysterio Jr. And I see myself, dude, sit down and shut the fuck up. You have no right, and you have no leg to stand on for a guy who's wearing a fucking taco suit in a wrestling event. I guarantee you, he's one of those fans that came from Anna Rose Rosebuds. That dude needs to fuck off. He's the only person I saw doing this to Rey Mysterio Jr. when he went for the 619. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, motherfucker. Rey Mysterio Jr. is fucking over. And Rey Mysterio Jr. deserves some fucking respect. I'm sick and tired of these fans it's not giving Rey Mysterio the respect that he deserves. So, with that being said, moving on. Yeah, the dude in the taco suit. Yeah, if you have seen the Royal Rumble earlier tonight, in this Rumble match when Rey Mysterio came out, he was in a taco suit next to this guy dressed up in Waldo Watcher's outfit, basically. But unlike the Waldo character, unlike this guy who's just like Waldo, where's Waldo? Unlike this guy who's wearing the Waldo guy was actually was positive with Rey Mysterio Jr. The guy next to him, wearing the taco suit, fuck him. it's those type of wrestling fans is what's wrong with wrestling. Again, you got a guy in the front row seat wearing a fucking taco suit in a wrestling show. But anyways, moving on. I'll get what I'm sorry. But anyways, number 28, Roman Reigns, and of course he got booed. He got shit on by the Philly crowds. Yeah, loud negative reactions. Roman Reigns goes take out everyone with some uppercuts. He gets booed because of that. Roman Reigns goes to the Miz. He goes at the Miz. He tosses Tyson Hill over the top. Tyson Hill gets eliminated. Roman Reigns tries to throw the Miz over. Miz Ross saves the Miz. Then he gets a Superman punch onto the Miz Ross, which it looked like shit, by the way. Rollins goes for a curb stomp on the Miz, but the Miz didn't want to take it that well. So then Reigns and Rollins, after that, they took the Miz out of the Rumble. And then all of a sudden Reigns and Rollins took Rollins out with the Shield power bomb, basically. Even though Dean Ambrose wasn't there, but Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns still did it though. But yeah, the Miz was tossed out of the ring onto the Mr. Ross, and the Miz is out of the Rumble. And then Roman Reigns grabbed Seth Rollins and tossed him over the top rope, and Seth Rollins got eliminated from the Rumble. And I say to myself, okay, WWE, do you want us to cheer for Roman Reigns? How about this? How about you stop having Roman Reigns tossing out one of our favorites out of the Rumble? And I'm not saying that for WWE for me to like Roman Reigns, when it comes to not tossing out my favorites out. Seth Rollins is one of my favorites, by the way. But still, people like Seth Rollins. People are into Seth Rollins, what he does, because he's a very good wrestler. He's got a very good character. And the way they're doing things for Roman Reigns, tossing out Seth Rollins like that, is not the way to go. You want us to cheer for Roman Reigns? How about how, how about you stop having Roman Reigns tossing the guys out that we like? I know, I guess it's Roman for himself, but at the end of the day, they want us to cheer for Roman Reigns so bad. Why they gotta keep putting Reigns in this position to do that? I mean, it was the same situation what happened with Undertaker last year. People were upset that Roman Reigns eliminated Undertaker, and yet WWE wants us to cheer for Roman Reigns for that. No, we hated that. So yeah, and we hated the fact that Roman Reigns eliminated Seth Rollins. What's that say about the Shield? When they said to put the Shield back together. But then yeah, I hate this, by the way. So when Seth Rollins got eliminated, Seth Rollins was smiling. Yeah, basically Seth Rollins was smiling and like, you got me. Really? I mean, that's what you're gonna do when you're trying to fight for the spot for the main event of WrestleMania for a world championship? Are you fucking kidding me? Bullshit. Number 29, Goldust. So Goldust nearly eliminated Randy Orton right away. Goldust goes to an atomic drop on John Cena and finally gets the number 30 spot. And it ends up being Daniel Bryan. Nope, I'm sorry, it wasn't Daniel Bryan. It was actually, of all people, Dolph Ziggler. And I say to myself, really? Dolph Ziggler? I thought he was gone. Why is he back? Just look at, I give a fuck about Dolph Ziggler. I don't give two fucks about Dolph Ziggler. I still have never forgiven him for mocking Ultimate Warrior, for mocking Randy Savage. Fuck Dolph Ziggler. He's fucking dead to me. I don't give a fuck if he's back. I don't even give a fuck if they turn babyface. Fuck Dolph Ziggler. He's fucking garbage to me. He's nothing to me anymore. He's fucking dead to me. So Dolph Ziggler avoids to get an AA early from Cena. Goes for a super kick. He goes for a super kick to Orton. He goes for a super kick to Goldust, I believe. Oh no, I'm sorry. Goldust goes for the snaps scoop slam, I'd say, to Ziggler, and then Ziggler goes for after Goldust with a super kick Goldust off the apron. And yeah, Goldust ends up being eliminated. Yeah, he went over the top first, and then that's when Ziggler goes for a super kick. Ziggler goes for the zigzag onto Nakamura. Nakamura then flips Ziggler over. Ziggler then lands on the apron. Balor then takes a shot at Ziggler, and Ziggler flies out of the ring and gets eliminated. So I say to myself, oh yeah, that was a fucking waste. That was a waste of number 30 spot. Like, it should have been someone else number 30. Instead of giving someone big from number 30, like from last year, they give it to Dolph Ziggler again. Well, last year was Roman Reigns, but last year was disappointing But this to me was ended up being way more disappointing. Bullshit. Like seriously, but whatever. Fuck Dolph. He's dead to me anyways. So we get to, so we're down to Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio Jr., John Cena, and Randy Orton. And basically, WWE, what they did here, they had a stalemate, where Roman Reigns is standing by himself, Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura were standing next to each other, and then you got Rey Mysterio Jr., Randy Orton, and John Cena next to each other. And basically they're talking about the past versus the future and all that. And I say to myself, no, John Cena is not in that level when it comes to Rey Mysterio Jr. and Randy Orton. I'm sorry, he's not. To me, I don't see him that way. Rey Mysterio Jr. has been wrestling longer than Cena and Orton has ever been. And Orton's a better wrestler, but let's just face it, Orton is a better wrestler. But here's the thing. You got four guys in the Rumble match who won the Rumble in the past. Rey Mysterio Jr. from 2006. John Cena from 2008. Randy Orton from 2009. Roman Reigns from 2015. I got too much respect for Rey Mysterio Jr. and too much respect for Randy Orton. I got no respect for John Cena and no respect for Roman Reigns. I don't want to see any of those four to win the Rumble. I'll stick it to my goal, either Nakamura, and if not Nakamura, then give it to Finn Balor. Basically, I want someone new to win the Rumble. So here we go. So Cena goes for the AA to Balor. Mysterio goes for the 619 to Roman Reigns. Randy Orton goes for an RKO and Shinsuke Nakamura. Cena and Orton, Cena, and Mysterio stand tall. Then we get Roman Reigns go for Superman punch to Orton. Reigns tosses Randy Orton over the top rope, and Orton's eliminated from the Rumble. And I say to myself, okay, that's fine. Mysterio's gone. I didn't want him to win anyways. But I still fucking hate Roman Reigns. Mysterio goes for the double 619 to John Cena and Roman Reigns. And by the way, when Rey Mysterio went for the 619 to both Cena and Reigns, Cena was talking, basically, talking too much. And I say to myself, Cena, shut the fuck up. You're fucking breaking kayfabe. This guy can't help. Holy shit, he's fucking terrible. John Cena's fucking terrible. He's fucking trash. Are you fucking kidding me? He's fucking talking too much. Someone take a duct tape and shut his mouth or sew his mouth together. From to stop talking. Stop calling out the moves out. We can see you. We can see you on calling out the moves like that. Like, shut the fuck up. And yet he's there. This is supposed to be this was the guy who ends up being the face of the company for all these years. Fuck you, Cena. So Mysterio goes for a springboard shot to Cena. Balor then tosses Mysterio out of the ring, and Mysterio's out of the Rumble. So now it's down to the final four. It is Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Roman Reigns, and John Cena. Now, this was long, folks. This pissed me off because Roman Reigns and John Cena overall pissed me off by having them being there in the Rumble that long. Bullshit. So Reigns goes after Balor. Cena goes after Nakamura, and all of a sudden, Balor and Nakamura were down. All of a sudden, we get Reigns and Cena, in a stalemate, facing each other, and then we get the Philly crowds, Philadelphia. Shout out to you, Philadelphia. Well done. Why? Here's why. Because they chanted, "You both suck," just like my people from Brooklyn back at SummerSlam, at the the Raw at the SummerSlam event in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, my home place, my home turf, which by the way is I was at too, by the way. I was at the Barclays Center with my best friend, watching the show, where I alone with the Brooklyn crowds chanting, "You both suck" to both Cena and Reigns, and props to Philadelphia for carrying on of that chant to both of these guys because they both do suck. These two guys, Roman Reigns, John Cena, are the mega trash of professional wrestling. They're both fucking trash. They're both fucking garbage, and they both fucking suck. So also Balor and Nakamura jumps Reigns and Cena. Balor and Nakamura have a stare down, a stalemate, and the crowd went nuts. They went nuts for this moment. So Balor and Nakamura goes at each other. Balor goes for the body shots to back in Nakamura in the corner. Nakamura props on Balor on the top, hits the high knee, the big knee that he does. Balor hangs on the top. He hangs on over the ring apron. Balor with a kick to Nakamura and hits and gets back in the ring. Balor with an elbow and drops Nakamura. And Nakamura then goes for the knee and the kick to the head of Balor. Balor with a drop kick to the face of Nakamura. Reigns and Cena end up coming back up, and they both take out Nakamura and Balor with clotheslines. Then we get another "You both suck" chant. Again, thank you to the Philly crowds. Philadelphia, you guys are awesome. And by the way, Philadelphia Eagles, let's go. Let's win the Super Bowl next week. Fly, Eagles, fly. So anyways, so Cena and Reigns start exchanging hands. Trash. Cena with some short tackles. Trash. Roman Reigns with a small drop on Cena. Trash. Roman Reigns Superman punch that he's going for, but Cena avoided and plants Roman Reigns. Trash. Balor with a swing blade onto Cena and goes for a dropkick to Cena in the corner. Then goes for a swing blade on Roman Reigns, a dropkick to Reigns in the corner, a swing blade to Nakamura, and then try to go for a dropkick to Nakamura, but Nakamura with a boot to Balor, and then Balor goes for a double foot stomp, and then Cena of all fucking people eliminates Finn Balor. Fuck that shit. So yeah, the final three was Cena, Reigns, and Nakamura. So we go. One second, I think I skipped something. Oh, never mind. Okay, back to this. So Cena with some short tackles to Roman Reigns, plants Roman Reigns again, and goes for basically trying to go for his final moves of doom, and he kind of did. He went for his fake move in wrestling history, the five knuckle shuffle. Reigns is back up and hits a Superman punch on Reigns. I'm Cena. Trash. Cena rolls to the corner. Reigns kicks Nakamura out of the way. Reigns goes for the spear, but Cena connects with the AA. Nakamura then goes up. He gets up and Cena blocks the attempt. Nakamura puts on Cena on the apron. Nakamura kicks Cena, and Cena was eliminated from the Rumble. Like, yes! Fuckboy Buckethead's gone. Fuckboy Buckethead's fucking gone from the Rumble. Good. Fuck John Cena. And now we're down to Shinsuke Nakamura and Roman Reigns. And the crowds were chanting loudly for Nakamura. They were chanting, Nakamura. Nakamura. So here we go. So Nakamura taunts Roman Reigns by doing the come on. I love how he does that, by the way. So Reigns goes after Nakamura. It begins exchange shots of Nakamura and Reigns. Reigns catches Nakamura with a Superman punch. Trash. Reigns tries to toss Nakamura over, but Nakamura hangs on. Nakamura kicks Reigns in the head. Nakamura getting back on the top rope and then locks in the triangle chokehold and tries to get Roman Reigns over, but Roman Reigns uses his power to lift up Nakamura back in the ring and goes for the power bomb. Nakamura blocks the spear attempt with a knee. He goes for the sliding knee to the face, and he tried to go for the Kinshasa, but Roman Reigns with a spear out of nowhere. Then both men ends up being down at this point. Roman Reigns and Nakamura, also Reigns gets up, has Nakamura on his shoulder. Nakamura then powers off. He connects with the Kinshasa. Then he grabs Roman Reigns, tosses him over the top, and your winner of the Royal Rumble match, my pick, my guy, Shinsuke Nakamura, motherfuckers. Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura is the winner of the Royal Rumble, the 30-man Royal Rumble of 2018. Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style, is going to WrestleMania, motherfuckers. To all you haters that hate Nakamura, in your fucking face. Nakamura's going to WrestleMania. He's going for the championship. He won the Rumble. Now, of course, he's not going to get the main event match in the show, but still, he's going to WrestleMania to face the WWE champion, AJ Styles, and that's who he chose to, by the way. So Nakamura has been there in the. Oh yeah, I'll get to the orders of the guys that were in the Rumble again. So Renee Young gets in the ring. She congratulates Nakamura and asks who he's going to face at WrestleMania. So and then he says, AJ Styles. Yeah, I can't wait for that match, folks. I cannot wait for Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. Awesome. So there you go, folks. So let's go back to the entrances again. So order of entry. Number 1, Rusev from SmackDown. Number 2, Finn Balor from Raw. Number 3, Rhino from Raw. Number 4, Baron Corbin from SmackDown. Number 5, Heath Slater from Raw. Number 6, Elias from Raw. Number 7, Andrade Cien from NXT. Number 8, Bray Wyatt from Raw. Number 9, Big E from SmackDown. Number 10, Sami Zayn from SmackDown. Number 11, Sheamus from Raw. Number 12, Xavier Woods from SmackDown. Number 13, Apollo Crews from Raw. Number 14, Shinsuke Nakamura from SmackDown. Number 15, Cesaro from Raw. Number 16, Kofi Kingston from SmackDown. Number 17, Jinder Mahal from SmackDown. Number 18, Seth Rollins from Raw. Number 19, Matt Hardy from Raw. Number 20, John Cena, who's a free agent. Bullshit. Number 21, The Hurricane, who's a free agent, a real free agent. Number 22, Aiden English from SmackDown. Number 23, Adam Cole from NXT. Baby! Number 24, Randy Orton from SmackDown. Number 25, Titus O'Neil from Raw. Number 26, The Miz from Raw. Number 27, Rey Mysterio Jr. from, well, actually, free agent, which, by the way, the real free agent. I don't think he's really back in WWE, but we'll see. Number 28, Roman Reigns from Raw. Number 29, Goldust from Raw. And number 30, Dolph Ziggler from SmackDown. And again, your winner of the Royal Rumble, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, who's been in the Rumble for 44 minutes and 4 seconds. And also, basically what comes to Nakamura, he's been longer as than all the SmackDown wrestlers. As far as the who's been longer from Raw, Finn Balor from 58 minutes and 31 seconds. And now, folks, let's get back to the rest of the match. We get to the Tag Team Championship match. Well, or should I say, the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. That lasted 12 minutes and 49 seconds with the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro versus Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, the reigning defending WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. So, match itself was pretty good, except for the fact that Jason Jordan did not get involved in the match, folks, because I think he's still dealing with some sort of injury that WWE is not telling us what injury he's got. But Seth Rollins was basically working the match, by the way. Seth Rollins, by the way, he was a freaking beast in this match. But Sheamus and Cesaro were also working on this match too. So basically, we get to the the end of the match was Jason Jordan. He goes for the tag, right? But Jason Jordan was still feeling like he's got a concussion or something like that. And he's like, no, I can't do it, Seth. You gotta take this from me. You gotta fight for me. Seth Rollins looked pissed off right there. He's like, what are you doing, man? And all of a sudden, the Bar goes after Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins kicking both of their asses. But then all of a sudden, he lost that momentum there. As Sheamus goes for the bro kick, and then they go for the double team finishing move, and get the 3 count in the win. So your winners and new WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, because they don't just set the bar, they are the Bar. Yes, I loved it. I'm glad they're the Tag Team Champions, and for good reason too, because Sheamus, it was bullshit what happened with him in the Rumble match. Being in a few seconds and get eliminated by he started like that was bullshit. But whatever. Next we get to the triple threat match. About what comes to this Raw match, you had JoJo, who's the Raw ring announcer for this match. Because she's from Raw, obviously. So yeah, we get the triple threat match for the WWE Universal Championship. That's 10 minutes and 55 seconds. You had the defending WWE Undisputed Universal Champion being covered by his advocate Paul Heyman, who also, by the way, Paul Heyman did his ring, the introduction for Brock Lesnar, instead of JoJo, which is cool, by the way. That Paul Heyman ends up being the personal ring announcer for Brock Lesnar. He's not just an advocate for Brock Lesnar, but he's also his personal ring announcer. Yeah, so Brock Lesnar defends his title against Braun Strowman and Kane in a triple threat match. Let's get to the match, folks. I gotta talk about this match. Holy shit. So the bell starts. And we get Lesnar going after Kane. And the Strowman goes after both Lesnar and Kane. Strowman with a huge dropkick to Lesnar. Um, Strowman catches Lesnar with a big knee to the face of Lesnar. Like, uh-oh, you don't want to do that to Lesnar, because you know how Lesnar is. If you fight stiff with him, he's gonna fight stiff back with you, because Brock Lesnar, former UFC fighter. So Brock Lesnar also, he gets back up and he goes with a big punches to Strowman, and later on on the show later on during the match they show a replay of it. Brock Lesnar punching Brock Strowman in the head, in the temple, and oh, that was stiff. Brock Lesnar was like bam bam, like holy shit. Brock Lesnar, oh yeah, he took that on that knee to the face very seriously there, and for good reason too. Because again, if you fight stiff with Brock Lesnar, he's gonna fight stiff back with you, but more harder, and that's what Lesnar did there. So that's what I want to point out there, by the way. And it's also no disqualifications, by the way. So they brought a steel chair involved. They brought a table involved. Basically, Strowman put I'm trying to remember who went to the table. Oh yeah, Kane sends Braun Strowman to the table. Brock Lesnar and Kane is fighting, and obviously welcome to Brock Lesnar. Welcome to Suplex City, bitch. You know. So Braun Strowman puts Brock Lesnar to a table with the broadcast table. Then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, was it Braun Strowman? I think it was Brock Lesnar who did it first. Yeah, Brock Lesnar. My apologies. Brock Lesnar puts Braun Strowman to a table, the broadcast table, and then he takes the other broadcast table, and then slams it onto Braun Strowman, and then Kane gets Brock Lesnar to basically there was 3 broadcast tables at the front of the desk, folks. Just to let you know. So basically I think it was a German one, the Spanish one, and then you also got the middle one, which is for WWE when it comes to either Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Booker T, Byron Saxton, Tom Phillips, and blah blah blah. But anyways, so Kane gets put through a broadcast table by Brock Lesnar with an F5, but it was it was delayed though. It collapsed in a delayed type of fashion, and then Braun Strowman gets back up. Braun Strowman goes after Brock Lesnar. The match continues on in the ring. Basically, we got let a lot of breaking pinfalls during this match. So then we get to Kane testing out Braun Strowman out of the ring after Braun Strowman goes to the ring post, and he ends up being out of the ring. And then Kane goes after Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar shoves Kane to Strowman. Strowman was on the apron. Strowman goes out of the ring because of that. And then Brock Lesnar goes for the F5 onto the steel chair. 1, 2, 3. Predictable, obviously. So yeah, your winner, Brock Lesnar, still your WWE Universal Champion. And yeah, and I said before in my preview, Kane was going to be the guy to take the pinfall, and Braun Strowman was going to be protected, and I was right. By the way, folks, I hate the setup of these matches though. The Royal Rumble ends up being in the middle of the card. I thought that was bullshit. WWE Championship title match was the first match of the card that opened up the show. I thought that was bullshit. But 10 minutes and 55 seconds match lasted. Not bad for a match. I thought the match was pretty good. Now let's get to the 30 woman Royal Rumble match, where the winner gets to face the women's champion of their choosing at WrestleMania 34. It will feature the women from Raw, SmackDown, Free Agents, and NXT. And it lasted 59 minutes, basically like an hour. But it lasted 59 minutes and 10 seconds. And your commentators for this basically your commentators for the Royal Rumble for the women's was Michael Cole, Corey Graves. Wait, was it Corey Graves? Yeah, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Stephanie McMahon. But your ring announcer for the women's was Maria Menounos. So that being said, folks, let's get to the Rumble. To the first ever women's Rumble. Let me just say one thing: Stephanie McMahon, she wasn't that annoying on when it comes to commentating, but I still hate her that she was. I still hate that she was on there though, because she brought up on commentary the name China, and I'm saying to myself, Stephanie McMahon, fuck you. You're the reason why, and your husband Triple H is the reason why that China ruined how life got ruined. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon ruined China's life, and that led to China's demise of her life. But moving on. So let's get to the Rumble. Oh yeah, before we get to it, we get the Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss coming out there, and the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair coming out there. Thankfully, they were not on commentary. Thankfully, they were just there to watch the match. So let's get to the match itself. Number one ends up being Sasha Banks, which I predicted that she would. Number two, Becky Lynch ends up being, which I thought was going to be Bayley. By the way, it was ridiculous what number Bayley got, so I'll get to that later. But here we go. So, by the way, Sasha Banks had a terrible tan. Like, saying to myself, what the fuck is that? Like, holy shit, it was terrible. I never seen Sasha Banks with a tan before, and I see myself, oh shit, that looks fucking terrible. But I'll get to more about Sasha Banks later, by the way, folks. But here we go. Sasha Banks goes for the backstabber early, and Becky Lynch hangs on the top rope. Hangs on the ropes. Becky Lynch with some arm drags to Sasha Banks, keeps Sasha Banks grounded, working on the left arm. Banks goes for the bank statement a few times, but Becky quickly breaks free. Time expires. We get number 3, and it's being Sarah Logan from the Riot Squad. Logan kicks Becky Lynch right away. Logan drop kicks Sasha Banks. So Logan with a big clothesline to Becky Lynch. So Logan goes for toss Becky Lynch over the top. So Logan with some nasty looking headbutts to Sasha Banks. Time expires. We get to number 4, and it's Mandy Rose from Absolution. Mandy Rose with a hip toss on Banks. Mandy Rose drops Sasha Banks down on her head. Mandy Rose goes for the high knee onto Sasha Banks, and after she bounces off on the ropes, also the time expires. We get to number 5, and as a being Lita. So yeah, Lita makes her a return to the WWE in the Women's Royal Rumble match. And I see myself, awesome, because it would have been a missed opportunity if she was not part of the Rumble. So thankfully she is part of the Rumble, and she got a nice ovation from the Philly crowds. So Lita goes for a double clothesline to Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Lita goes to kick Sarah Logan, and Mandy Rose attacks Lita with some forearms. So Logan nearly tosses Sasha Banks over, but hangs on and tosses her right hand to Sasha Banks. Lita had Mandy Rose on the ring apron, but Mandy Rose throws a knee, and basically into the side of the face of Lita, and then Lita also just tosses Mandy Rose out of the ring, and Mandy Rose ends up being eliminated from the Rumble. Then we get to number 6. Number 6 ends up being from NXT. Yeah, so NXT had Kairi Sane in the Royal Rumble for the women's. So Kairi Sane comes out. She goes for some chops and some big kicks over the back of Sarah Logan. Kairi Sane takes out Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch with some chops, and then also goes at the leader with some chops. And then Kairi Sane goes to for the diving clothesline after she went for a walk the plank move that she does, which she does very nicely. Kairi Sane is the pirate princess. Kairi Sane goes for the shot off the top rope to Sarah Logan. She trips Sasha Banks, and she goes for the leaping neckbreaker. And Kairi Sane goes for her insane elbow drop from the top rope onto Sasha Banks. And it was decent the way she hit it. Time expires. We get to Tamina Snuka, and then we get to Kairi Sane in the ring to do another insane flying elbow drop. This time to Becky Lynch, and by the way, the way that she delivered to Becky Lynch, it was awesome. That was better than what she did to Sasha Banks, because Sasha Banks did not want to feed into it. So I don't know what's going on with Sasha Banks. She's being a coward at this point when it comes to being afraid of undefeated moves at this point. But when she leads, but when she puts in a move into a certain wrestler, it's alright. But when someone does it to her, she wants to to cower away from it, like Alexa Bliss. I mean, look what happened with Paige with when Sasha Banks went to kick her really hard in the back of the head. I mean the back of the neck. But anyways, so Sarah Logan gets leveled by Tamina. Lita goes for the snap DDT onto Tamina. Lita goes for the twist of faith onto Sasha Banks. Twist of faith on Becky Lynch. Lita goes for the top rope to go for her Lita assault. You know that she's known to doing. And she basically did onto Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. And I said to myself, awesome. She still got it. And then we got the Philly crowd chanting, "You still got it. You still got it." Which is true. Lita tosses Tamina over the top. And yeah, there goes Tamina. What a waste of spot for the Rumble, by the way. And then Becky Lynch gets back up, tosses Lita over the top, and Lita's gone for the Rumble. So, then we get to number 8, Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke levels Becky Lynch, flips bashes Sasha Banks in the corner, and then Dana Brooke tosses Kairi Sane to the corner by during the show tackle, and Kairi Sane was tossed out by Dana Brooke of all people. Really? So, a very good wrestler and Kairi Sane gets tossed out by a trash piece of shit wrestler in Dana Brooke. Really? Fucking A. That was bullshit. Number 9, Tori Wilson. She has to come in. She goes forward. Yeah, by the way, Tori Wilson still looks good. In her 40s, still looks good. She's never aged. One hell of a body. Still sexy as fuck. But Tori Wilson goes for the face buster onto Dana Brooke. Tori Wilson does drop kick to Becky Lynch. So Logan takes out Tori Wilson with a drop kick. So Logan works over Tori Wilson in the corner. Tori Wilson tosses Dana Brooke to the ring apron. Tori Wilson goes for the drop kicks. She goes for some drop kicks. She drop kicks Dana Brooke off the ring apron, and Dana Brooke is gone. I say to myself, good riddance. Dana Brooke was a waste of space anyways. Dana Brooke sucks. I don't give a fuck. Dana Brooke is fucking trash. Number 10 ends up being Sonya Deville from the Absolution. So Sonya Deville comes out to do some kicks to Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch holds on because she nearly getting eliminated by Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville goes some big knees to Sarah Logan and knees to Wilson as well. Sarah Logan kicks Tori Wilson off the ring apron, and Tori Wilson ends up being eliminated from the Rumble. Time expires. Get to number 11, and ends up being Liv Morgan from the Riot Squad. So Liv Morgan goes after Becky Lynch right away with some kicks. Liv Morgan goes to drop Sasha Banks face first on the mat. Becky Lynch is nearly tossed out, but she hangs on to avoid being eliminated by Sarah Logan as the time expires. We get to number 12, and it's Molly Holly. Wow. So yeah, Molly Holly comes out. She taught some kicks and some suplex to Becky Lynch. She goes for she picks up Sarah Logan and dumps her out of the ring. So Sarah Logan's out on the match. Then we get Molly Holly going for the Molly go around on Sasha Banks. And by the way, Sasha Banks once again, she didn't want to feed into it. She fed into it like shit. Like she didn't want to take it. She was afraid to take it. Sasha Banks, fuck you, Sasha Banks. You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead to me. Yeah, I'm done with you. You're fucking trash. So Sonya Deville labels on Molly Holly. Sonya Deville charges at Liv Morgan for some exchange. Becky Lynch gets involved by breaking it up. We get a time expiring, and we get Lana as number 13. And we get loud Rusev Day chants. And I say to myself, Lana has nothing to do with Rusev Day, because WWE won't let her be allowed with that saying that's over. So Lana's being worked over. Lana was showing some passion, to fight back and everything, but it failed anyways because she got her ass kicked anyways. Number 14, Michelle McCool. She looks good, still in top shape, but Michelle McCool, she was fucking terrible. She was trash in this match. Holy shit. She If you're looking for the epitome of ring rust, look at Michelle McCool. Her performance in this Rumble match. It was fucking horrible. And I love Michelle McCool. Love her to death. And I'm not just saying that because she's married to the Undertaker. I've been a fan of Michelle McCool ever since she came into the scene of WWE back in 2004. But her performance in the match was terrible this year. It was. She needs to stay retired. No, don't ever go back in the ring again, Michelle McCool. You need to prove yourself anymore. You were better in your prime. You're not better in your prime anymore. I mean, you're not better out of your prime. So Michelle McCool kicks Lana. I'm not gonna do this. Michelle McCool was terrible in the match, so I'm not gonna go do it. But Sonya Deville got eliminated by Michelle McCool. Will be. And then Liv Morgan got eliminated too by Michelle McCool. Even Molly Hart got eliminated by Michelle McCool. So Michelle McCool, even though she was trash in the ring, she ends up eliminating those women that were better than her. Then Lana attacks Michelle McCool, and Michelle McCool throws out a trash, basically trash throughout trash out the Rumble. We get to number 15, and it's Ruby Riott. So we get Sasha Banks who dumps Ruby over, but Ruby holds on. Basically, everyone was trying to dump over Ruby Riott, and I said to myself, what the fuck is going on here? WWE, they're not treating her right here. This is fucking bullshit. And then we get to number 16, folks. And number 16, of all people, Vicky Guerrero. Really? Vicky fucking Guerrero? All she did, this is what she did. She came out there and started yelling, excuse me, and like, fuck this, I'm going to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to pee. So fuck this, I had to go to the bathroom. She confronts Sasha Banks, Michelle McCool, Becky Lynch, and Ruby Riott. She starts saying, excuse me, and they go after her. They took her out. And how I know about this, I look back at it. That's why I watched back at this after I was done. But holy shit, really, Vicky Guerrero, of all people, to make it on a Rumble return in the women's match, Vicky Guerrero, the people that no one even cares about. Stupid. So then, number 17 comes out, and it's Carmella. Again, another one who doesn't deserve to be in the Rumble because she's already getting an opportunity for the women's title match because she's Mrs. Money in the Bank when it comes to the SmackDown Women's Championship. She doesn't need to be in the match anyways. To me, that's a waste of space too. So Vicky Guerrero goes after Carmella, and Carmella stays out of the ring for a little bit. Speaking of which, Sasha Banks, this is why I'm done with Sasha Banks. Not because she didn't want to fit into the moves, but because she kept going in and out. And I say to myself, I thought you were supposed to be the workhorse here. I thought this was supposed to be about women's revolution. This was, to me, and this is my best friend saying this, by the way. Shout out to my best friend, because I was with my best friend watching this Rumble. My best friend said this is the women's rest-olution. Because that's what it was. They were resting. Becky Lynch, just that one time. Sasha Banks, about, 7 times? Really? Carmella, once or twice. It was terrible. Like, what was the fucking point of having the women's Rumble match anyways if you're gonna have them resting the entire time? So, anyways, number 18, we get to Natalya. Carmella trips Natalya off her ring apron, so Carmella ends up being in the Rumble. Anyways, she goes for some super kicks to Sasha Banks and Michelle McCool. Carmella with some super kick to Ruby Riott. Time expires because it's number 19 and it's Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly gets in the ring, and she got in the ring and she didn't take off her hoodie. She was wrestling with a hoodie the entire time. I mean, I got nothing against Kelly Kelly, folks. I just want to point out there, I have nothing against Kelly Kelly, but if you're gonna wrestle, take off the fucking hoodie. Michelle McCool gets eliminated by, I believe, Kelly Kelly. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Natalya. My apologies. Time expired. We get to number 20, and it's Naomi. Naomi comes out. She She goes for the review, and Naomi's basically doing her thing, because feel the glow. Becky Lynch gets eliminated by Ruby Riott, I believe. Yeah, Ruby Riott. Number 21 ends up being Jacqueline. Yes, Jacqueline comes in, and by the way, with her being up there in age, she could still go. She could still kick ass. And she put Michelle McCool to shame. Jacqueline is not trash. Jacqueline is not garbage. Jacqueline is one of these best women wrestlers from the past, future. She can still go. But Jacqueline is in there. She goes for some clotheslines to Carmella. She gets Sasha Banks on with some tons of shots. And by the way, when it comes to Sasha Banks versus Jacqueline, I'll put my money on Jacqueline. I'll win a real fight. Because Jacqueline is not the type of woman to be messing with. She will beat that nerdy ass Sasha Banks ass. Number 22, Nia Jax. And also, folks, Nia Jax also rests out there too. Naomi also rests. I'll actually point out. As soon as Naomi got in there and started building up some momentum, all of a sudden Ruby Riott takes her down, and then Naomi she leaves the ring by going under the ropes. Like you just got there. What the fuck are you resting for? So Nia Jax, and Nia Jax also was resting too, by the way. Well, I'll get to that later. Nia Jax quickly eliminates Jacqueline and Kelly. Ruby Riott goes after Nia Jax, but Nia Jax takes her down, and Ruby Riott gets eliminated by Nia Jax. Nia Jax goes for some body kicks. I mean Naomi. Let's say Naomi went for some body kicks to Nia Jax. Nia Jax blocks the Hurricanrana, and basically he drops Naomi on the apron, but Naomi kicks Nia Jax, and then Nia Jax were right to Naomi. Naomi falls out. She lands on top of the woman's, and keep in mind she fell on top of the woman's, but she also did not touch the floor, so she ends up being on the barricade. So basically, what WWE did here for Naomi is that they're gonna do when Naomi like what they did for Kofi Kingston. She's gonna have her Royal Rumble, her highlights for the Royal Rumble to where she can't be eliminated. So she's on the barricade at this point. Time expires. We get number 23, and we get the NXT Women's Champion, Ember Moon, and she's selling the injury that she had from Takeover from against Shayna Baszler, with her arms being taped up and everything, her left arm. So she comes up with her NXT Women's Championship, and like, oh hell yeah, let's go Ember Moon, get in the ring. Ember Moon goes after Nia Jax. They start fighting, and while this is all going on, Naomi. Also keep in mind, and the reason I say all the women outside the ring is because Natalya also left the ring. Sasha Banks left the ring like so many times. Carmella, I think Carmella's still in the Rumble. Yeah, Carmella's left the ring. Yeah, those women left the ring, and those were the ones that Naomi land on to make sure she doesn't get eliminated. So Naomi, basically while Nia Jax and Ember Moon was fighting, all of a sudden, Naomi walks across the barricade that she's balancing. She gets Maria Menounos' chair, uses it as a well, I thought she was gonna use it as a pogo stick, but she didn't. But she used the chair to put her feet on the chair and starts crawling with her hands to the ring steps. And she gets to the ring steps, and then she ends up being back in the Rumble. And then she gets eliminated by Nia Jax after that. So yeah, Naomi's opportunity was taken away so quickly. Like basically it's gonna be the same thing with Kofi Kingston, because I'm just gonna call it what it is. The reason why they're giving Naomi the spot, like with Kofi Kingston, is because Naomi is black. I'm just calling it as it is. So we get to number 24, and it's the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix. That she does this. That's her thing. So she confronts Nia Jax, and we get this awesome chance. Beth Phoenix was trying to get Nia Jax on her shoulder, but Nia Jax kept breaking it up, and then Beth Phoenix does it again, and she walks with Nia Jax, but then Nia Jax once again goes after the back. Natalya gets back in the ring, about time, being fucking lazy. That's what I'm calling it to this, folks. These women that left the ring because they didn't want to work in the ring, lazies. So Sasha Banks, lazy. Natalya, lazy. Carmella, lazy. Oh, by the way, Ember Moon at this point, she left the ring too, by the way. So I'm sorry, I got her in that category too. So yeah, Sasha Banks, lazy. I don't care if she had she's still in the injury, but still, Sasha Banks, injury. Lazy. Ember Moon, lazy. Natalya, lazy. Carmella, lazy. And I'll get to Nia Jax later, but I'm gonna have her in that too, lazy. And also I got to do this too to Molly Holly. She also was out there too, by the way, when she went under the ropes and all that. Molly Holly, lazy. I gotta call that to this too. I can't just be singling out people that I don't like. So anyways, also Natalya comes in the ring, and Natalya and Beth Phoenix, who are best friends of her life, by the way, they double team on Nia Jax. Nia Jax also she leaves the ring because she went to the ropes, by the way. And Natalya, and Nia Jax still out there for like about a good 5 to 6 minutes, I believe. And then also Natalya and Beth Phoenix starts hugging, and then Natalya slaps Beth Phoenix, tosses Beth Phoenix out of the ring, and there you go, Beth Phoenix out of the Rumble by Natalya. A betray. Well, whatever. Time expires, and then finally, Asuka comes out. I see myself, fuck, man, what the fuck's why did they take this long to take Asuka out the to come in the Rumble? Like seriously. If anything, Asuka should have been number 1. This is bullshit. I didn't want Asuka to be number 25. I want her to last longer. Either be number 1, or either number 5, number 12, something. And then let me get the Bayley, by the way. I'll get the Bayley later, but finally Asuka in the Rumble. So Asuka goes she's running rough shop in the match. She goes to eliminate. We got a standoff between Ember Moon and Asuka. Yeah, finally Ember Moon stops being lazy and ends up being back in the ring. Asuka and Ember Moon goes at it, rehashing their rivalries from NXT, and Ember Moon gets eliminated by Asuka. Once again, Ember Moon is still not ready for Asuka, and Asuka's always not 1, not 2, but 3 steps ahead of her, always. Time expires. Mickie James comes in as number 26. Mickie James goes after Carmella. Mickie James goes for a neckbreaker on Sasha Banks. Natalya pushes Mickie James to the corner. Mickie James for another neckbreaker to Natalya. Carmella tries to toss out Sasha Banks, and then we get to number 27, and it ends up being Nikki Bella. Whatever. Nikki Bella comes in, and we got a Nikki Bella fan at ringside too, in the front row. She was in a full Nikki Bella costume, the hat and all that, whatever. Nikki Bella goes after Carmella and spears Natalya. Carmella goes for the Bronco Buster to Nikki Bella. Nikki has Carmella on the shoulder. She goes for she goes to drop the jaw on Carmella over the top rope and eliminates Carmella. So once again, when it comes to Carmella versus Nikki Bella, rehashing their rivalries back in 2016. Once again, Nikki Bella buries Carmella again. Carmella has never beaten Nikki Bella, never. Time expires. We get to number 28, and ends up being Brie Bella. So we have Brie Mo is here, and Brie Bella comes in, and then and then Nia Jax. All of a sudden, she comes into the match. Basically, Nia Jax comes in when the Bellas were in control of the match, basically. So that's what happened there. And Brie Bella's doing the yes thing, for her husband, but at the same time, no, you're doing it just to get a cheap pop. No, That's not your chant. That's Daniel Bryan's chant. That's your husband's chant. Stop doing that. So yeah, on the Nia Jax, like I said, she recovers. She get back in the ring. She faced the Bella sisters. And I say to myself, okay, so Nia Jax stopped being lazy now. She's gonna get in the ring and work now. And then we get to number 29. Number 29 ends up being Bailey. And I see myself, what the fuck? Like I was thinking to myself, oh shit, I'm like they better not have her as being as number 30. This was fucking ridiculous. Bailey? You're gonna say Bailey all the way to the fucking end? Fuck Bailey. Bailey fucking sucks. Holy shit, like why couldn't she enter as number 2 or number 5, number 16, number 18, number 29? Really? Fuck Bailey. She's fucking garbage. But Bailey goes up to on the Bellas. Bailey goes to drop Mickie James. Asuka then goes for a spin kick to drop Bailey. And I say to myself, yeah, kick Bailey's face off. Fucking and fuck the hug life, by the way. So fucking stupid, the hug life. And finally, we get to number 30. And I say to myself, is Ronda Rousey? Nope, it wasn't. Which by the way, thank God. I'm just saying. But number 30 ends up being Trish Stratus. So she comes out, and by the way, Trish Stratus, wow, what an outfit she was wearing. And what? That's a nice ring attire that she was wearing, by the way. She looked smoking hot, for her age. Holy shit. Oh man, Trish Stratus. If only she wasn't married, Oh man, I'll be doing some dirty things with her, with the outfit that she was wearing on tonight. Well, actually, it was hours ago, but still, I get the point. So yeah, that was it for the women's to be. So I was wrong. No Ronda Rousey, thank God. No Stephanie McMahon, thank God. Whew. But anyways, back to this. So yeah, here we go. So Trish Stratus tackles Natalya. Trish Stratus goes for some chops to the Bellas. Trish Stratus goes for the double satisfaction to both the Bellas. Bailey gets with some boots to the face of Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus then goes for the flip up Hurricanrana in the corner to Bailey. Trish Stratus goes to, Trish Stratus and Mickie James squared off, and the crowd went nuts. A huge ovation for that because these two had been bitter rivals since 2006. Well, they started working on a program first in 2005, but as partners. But in 2006, that's when they started building up their rivalries. Wow, awesome. So Mickie James and Trish Stratus exchange shots to each other. Mickie James kicks Trish Stratus in the face. Mickie James blocks the Hurricanrana attempt. Trish Stratus kicks Mickie James in the back of the head. Mickie James falls off the top rope. Mickie James got eliminated by Trish Stratus. Then we get Nia Jax back in, which probably, yeah, that's another thing. Nia Jax once again was being lazy again, being out of the ring, and then she came back in just to face Trish Stratus. This time all the women were after Nia Jax. Nia Jax explodes all of them out, but get off of me, like what Big Show did, in the Rumble from 2004 and other Rumbles he's been in. Nia Jax throws some elbows and kicks everyone, basically throw elbows to everyone and kicking everyone. Asuka goes for a spin kick to Nia Jax. Trish Stratus goes to take a shot at Nia Jax. The Bellas goes near the ropes, and then they pull the ropes down for Nia Jax to because Nia Jax she's running crazy after the Bellas, and then the Bellas got rid of Nia Jax. So Nia Jax had been eliminated from the Rumble. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I read it wrong. The Bellas are on the ring apron. They tried to pull down Nia Jax, but then that's when all the women comes in to eliminate Nia Jax. So yeah. Nia Jax ends up being eliminated from the Rumble by all the women. And then we get to Sasha Banks eliminating Bailey, and I say to myself, yeah, Bailey's gone from the Rumble. Fuck Bailey. And I still hate. Let me say something here. I still hate Sasha Banks. Let me put this out there. I still hate Sasha Banks, the boss. I hate the boss, Sasha Banks. But I love the fact that Bailey got eliminated from the Rumble. Yeah, fuck Bailey. Now let's get Sasha Banks out of there too. But Sasha Banks was smiling at Bailey. Basically, they're probably going to tease a heel turn with Sasha Banks pretty soon. Whatever. Still not going to like her. Trish Stratus goes from the elbows to Sasha Banks. Natalia tosses out Trish Stratus from the back. Natalia had Trish Stratus in the sharpshooter, and Trish Stratus was feeling the effects of the sharpshooter, by the way, but she's a beast anyways. She could take that. Trish Stratus breaks it up. Trish Stratus dumps Natalia over the top. Natalia hangs on. Trish Stratus hits Natalia, and Natalia gets out of the Rumble by Trish Stratus. Then Sasha Banks goes to face Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus mocks Sasha Banks, doing the boss pose like this. That stupid pose that Sasha Banks does. So Trish Stratus goes for the Stratus faction. Sasha Banks counters, but then, Sasha Banks counters and tosses Trish Stratus out. And damn it, fuck Sasha Banks. But Trish Stratus out the Rumble. To the final four, you have Asuka, Sasha Banks, Brie, and Nikki Bella. So Asuka is standing behind Sasha Banks. Asuka mocks Sasha Banks and starts smiling and all that. And we get Asuka's going to kill you chance from the Philly crowds. They turn and see the Bellas, and Sasha Banks levels Asuka, and then we get Sasha Banks and the Bellas going after Asuka, and then they start and the Bellas starts joining by beating down on Sasha Banks. No, I'm sorry. Oh, Sasha Banks actually took some shots to the Bellas. Then the Bellas goes for the knee to the face the knee to the face and close on combo. Then also on Sasha Banks. Wait, hold on. I think I read it wrong. Banks backs off, and then the Bellas get some shots into Asuka. Okay, yeah, the Asuka, and then Sasha Banks goes for the running knee to Asuka, and then the Bellas tosses out Sasha Banks, and I say to myself, yes, Sasha Banks is gone. I hate Nikki Bella, but I like Brie Bella. Final three, Nikki Bella and I love this by the way. The Bellas, how they always do loser. They always do this every time, which that annoyed me every time when they do that. Back when Nikki Bella didn't have the breast implants and the plastic surgery and all that. When they do this every time as the heels, that always pissed me off. They were irritating me, but when they did it to Sasha Banks, they did it on Sasha Banks. The Bellas were doing this to Sasha Banks, loser. I say to myself, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The legit loser, Sasha Banks. Awesome. I was marking out. So the Bellas are trying to go to eliminate Asuka. Asuka's hanging on. Asuka fights both of them. Nikki and Brie are going using their knees onto Asuka. Asuka then with some kicks to the Bellas. Asuka fires up. Asuka tosses Brie over the top. Brie was hanging basically hanging on. Nikki Bella goes for a close onto Asuka. Brie was on the apron, holding onto on the second rope. And then Nikki drops Asuka on the shoulder. Off her shoulder, I meant to say. I believe with the I think she calls it the Rack Attack 2.0. But then also Nikki Bella goes for an elbow to her own sister Brie to eliminate Brie from the Rumble. Because keep in mind, Brie Bella, she went over the top and landed on her apron, but she never went back into the ring. So then Brie Bella took the opportunity to eliminate her own sister, every woman for themselves. So then all of a sudden, it's now at the final two, Asuka and Nikki Bella. Let me give credit to Nikki Bella, by the way. I hate Nikki Bella, can't stand Nikki Bella, don't like how she carries herself, but she was working this match. She didn't rest. She didn't go out the ring. She was working. Nikki Bella was working in this match, and I think she missed wrestling. She has been wrestling for a while, and I'll give her credit there. She was decent. Better wrestler than Nikki Bella, better wrestler than John Cena. Let me say that. But anyway, so Nikki Bella and Asuka. Nikki charges at Asuka. Asuka with some short tackles to Nikki Bella from the ring apron. Asuka with the top rope missile drop kick to Nikki. Nikki catches Asuka with a springboard kick. Nikki has Asuka on her shoulder, tosses to Asuka over. Asuka hangs on. Nikki with a big elbow. Asuka still holds on, and then Asuka catches Nikki with a big kick. Asuka wipes her leg around with the neck and pulling Nikki over the top. to try and eliminate her, but then Nikki Bella lands on the apron. Nikki with another big elbow, and then Asuka goes down, but not out of the ring. Asuka goes for a kick to Nikki Bella's leg. You know, one of her the knee that she suffered a while back when she was young, when she was young, when she was on, I think in her teens, like that, in this, soccer game, whatever that she once played before. But yeah, she hit the bad knee of Nikki. Nikki falls off her apron, and your winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, my pick, who I wanted to win the Rumble, Asuka. So yes, so we get the Men's Royal Rumble, Japanese wrestler Shinsuke Nakamura win the Rumble, and then we get to the Women's Rumble, Japanese woman Asuka win the Rumble. Yes, I love it. I got what I want to hear. So yeah, your winner, Asuka, wins the Rumble, and then she gets to choose who she wants to face at WrestleMania 34. Is it going to be Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship, or is it going to be Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship? I'm sorry, Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, or Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. So we got Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss in the ring, with in between Asuka, and Asuka was going to make a decision of who she wants to face, right? But then all of a sudden we get Bad Reputation music hitting, and it's Ronda Rousey. Now here's the thing, folks. Am I happy to see Ronda Rousey there? Yes, I am. But I fucking hated that WWE had Ronda Rousey come out there and spoil and ruin Asuka's moment of winning the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. I thought that was bullshit. It's not Ronda Rousey's fault. It's WWE's fault for doing that. But Ronda Rousey comes out. She's getting a big reaction from the crowds, by the way, and she basically wants to shake hands with Asuka, but Asuka slaps it away, like, oh, Asuka, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So now Ronda Rousey was smiling. She points at the WrestleMania sign. She did it numerous times, by the way, and then that was it. That was the show. And yeah, that's basically, folks, that was the main event match. Oh, I should mention too, Ronda Rousey won. I should also, Bobby, folks, let me show you this. Let me show you some pictures. Ronda Rousey. Oh, I got more. Now, when it comes to Ronda Rousey, she has a shirt that's basically influenced by Roddy Piper, which, by the way, that was her favorite wrestler. And she's wearing the jacket that like Roddy Piper did. It's the same jacket design that Roddy Piper once wore. What surprised me is that ended up being his jacket. Wouldn't surprise me, but Ronda Rousey was dressed like Piper basically, except without the kilt. And then we get this. Ronda Rousey going up to Stephanie McMahon for a handshake. Because keep in mind, they had some tensions before, back in WrestleMania 31. Even though that storyline, that was the storyline. And there you go. That was it. That was the Royal Rumble. So Ronda Rousey is officially signed. It's been fully confirmed that she's officially signed with the WWE. I mean, we all knew that before, but still, Ronda Rousey is there. So now, before I end this review, let's go back to the Women's Royal Rumble when it comes to the order of entry. Number 1, Sasha Banks from Raw. Number 2, Becky Lynch from SmackDown. Number 3, Sarah Logan from SmackDown. Number 4, Mandy Rose from Raw. Number 5, Lita, who's a WWE Hall of Famer. Number 6, Kairi Sane from NXT. Number 7, Tamina Snuka from SmackDown. Number 8, Dana Brooke from Raw. Number 9, Tori Wilson, who's a free agent. Number 10, Sonya Deville from Raw. Number 11, Liv Morgan from SmackDown. Number 12, Molly Holly, who's a free agent. Number 13, Lana from SmackDown. Number 14, Michelle McCool, who's a free agent. Number 15, Ruby Riott from SmackDown. Number 16, Vicky Guerrero from Vicky Guerrero does the free agent. Excuse me. Number 17, Carmella from SmackDown. Number 18, Natalya from SmackDown. Number 19, Kelly who's a free agent. Number 20, Naomi from SmackDown. Jacqueline. Number 21, Jacqueline, who's a Hall of Famer. Number 22, Nia Jax from Raw. Number 23, Ember Moon from NXT. Number 24, Beth Phoenix who's a Hall of Famer. Number 25, Asuka from Raw. Number 26, Mickie James from Raw. Number 27, Nikki Bella from SmackDown. Number 28, Brie Bella, who's a free agent. Number 29, Bayley from Raw. And number 30, Trish Stratus, who's a Hall of Famer. So, when it comes to who's been in the Rumble for the longest, from Raw, Sasha Banks, with being in there for 54 minutes and 34 seconds, was probably for wrestling the entire time. Becky Lynch, who rests one time, but I still add her into that lazy category for SmackDown, in there for 31 minutes and 13 seconds. And like I said, the winner of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow from Raw. So that being said, folks, let's get back to the matches. I'll give you the star ratings, and I'll give you an overall story how I feel about the show. Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lindsay Dorado defeats TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak in a 6-man tag team match in 13 minutes and 20 seconds. And I'm just talking about the pre-show, and I'll get to the main card. I'm gonna go 3 stars. I thought it was a very good match. The Revival defeats Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a tag team match in 9 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm gonna give it a 2.9. Bobby Roode, who defended his WWE United States Championship by defeating Mojo Rawley in 7 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm gonna give this match a 2. It wasn't. It wasn't a bad match, but the match itself, it was just bland. Now let's get to the main card. AJ Styles defends his WWE Championship and defeated Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match in 15 minutes and 55 seconds. 4 stars. The Usos defeat Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. 2 falls, clean sweep in the 2 all 3 falls match to retain the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship in 13 minutes and 55 seconds. 3.5. Shinsuke Nakamura wins the 30-man Royal Rumble match in 1 hour. With the match lasting 1 hour and 5 minutes and 35 seconds. The Rumble match, it was a decent Rumble match, so I'm gonna give it a 3. The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro defeat the Raw Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions in 12 minutes and 49 seconds. I'm gonna give this one a 3 stars too. I thought this was a pretty good match, even though Jason Jordan didn't do much in the match because I think he's still hurt. Brock Lesnar successfully defended his WWE Universal Championship in the Triple Threat match against Braun Strowman and Kane in 10 minutes and 55 seconds, where Brock Lesnar pinning Kane. I'm gonna go 3.9. I actually enjoyed this match. It was pretty good. It was a car crash, a good car crash type of match. It was. And finally, Asuka won the first ever 30-woman Royal Rumble match, and which lasted 59 minutes and 10 seconds. This match, I'm also going to give it a 3 stars too. It was a decent Rumble match. So, my overall score rating for the WWE Royal Rumble 2018, January 28th, 2018 edition. Nakamura won, Asuka won, AJ Styles retained. Brock Lesnar had a good match against Strowman and Kane, surprisingly. 2 good tag team matches. 2 good tag team matches from Raw and SmackDown when it comes to the tag team championship titles. Holy shit. And the pre-show is the pre-show, whatever. But yeah, what does Ty Dillinger say? Hey, Nakamura, Asuka won, AJ Styles won, 10 out of 10. It was a perfect 10. Of course, are you kidding me? I got what I wanted. How does it feel, Roman Hall Productions? How does it feel, faggot subscriber, who's now calling himself Somebody Ate My Spaghetti, which, by the way, you spelled spaghetti wrong. So that being said, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me right here on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Thriller. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours and yours alone. So you all have a good night. Peace on the streets, and I'm out.